Hey there, YouTube. Back. Just going to do a quick close, or not close up, but just a quick look. My Cloupor T8 150 watt box mod came in this afternoon. Had it for roughly 15 minutes. So, like I said, as soon as it came in, I'd show you guys what I thought, my initial impressions. I also saw today on Facebook that Twisted 420 did his kind of first look, and it said 150 watts question mark. I think not. I kind of tend to agree right now. I'm going to put this thing through some more tests, but we'll just take a quick look at it right now. This thing does on the chip have a 20 amp limit. I believe the IPv3 has a 40 amp limit. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know for sure that the Cloupor only has a 20 amp limit. So you do your ohms calculation, that puts you 20 amps, depending on the resistance. But if you want to do 150 watts, you need to build a 0.376 or something, 78 build in your Addy to be able to reach 150 watts, which comes out to roughly a 0.38. Now you hit that 0.38, your voltage is gonna, just because that minute amount. So do I think this thing will actually hit 150 watts? No, I don't believe it will. Will it come close? I believe it's gonna come damn close. If I put that build in there. Now, it's reading a 0.2 ohm build on my Mutation X. Let's see if you guys can see. But I'm at 75 watts, which puts me at 19.3 and some change amps. So just under the 20 amp mark. I do have two battery. It's the duel 18650. I have two vamped batteries, just came off the charger. They say 40 amp. They're, in true honesty, at continuous drain, they're 20 amp batteries. So I should have no problem with the drain rate on my batteries in this box because the amp limit meets one of my batteries. You guys could probably, I don't know if I'd suggest it, but you can get like some of the Panasonics that are the really high milliamp hour, because mine are 2000. The Panasonics, you get the 3400s. They are rated at 10 amp continuous drain. So if you're gonna be pushing that 20 amp, I might look for something that had even a 15 amp, draw. That it gives you an extra 10 amps that you're not pulling from. But make sure it's a continuous power, please. Battery safety is a huge thing. This is supposed to be a safe alternative. Please, please, please be safe. So let's get to this, do a quick, just rundown on it. The packaging it came in, nice packaging, most of you have seen it, whatever. But, so I have my USB charger here, or not charger, USB cord that they gave me. This is only going to be for software updates. This will not charge through the USB. It does not have a charge port like the IPv3 where you can buy the extra charger. This will not. You have to take them out and charge. This little black box here, as most of people have seen if they've already looked, but it has a couple extra 510 screws because it's an adjustable 510 connection in there. So it's got some extra ones there. And the screwdriver to adjust your 510. Now, it's the same size as those little blue ones you get on the head on this thing, like a number 1 or whatever, but it's a little bit nicer, it's a little bit bigger. So, I mean, that's the packaging. That literally, I opened it up, it had my little VIP card in there, and then the little notice, it says, for safety consideration, T8 can't be charged by USB. The USB is in the package is for connecting PC. To get the best vaping experience, we suggest a 0.5 to 0.08 ohm atomizer when using the Cloupor T8. So let's see, you guys can kind of see that. Okay, 0.5, 0.8 ohm for best experience. That's going to give you safety. That's going to give you a little bit of buffer on the chip. You're not going to be hitting at 20 amps. You're not going to get 150 watts though. If they would have made it to where the chip had a higher amp limit, you could, because now you pull your resistance up, it takes less amps, just more voltage. So that's kind of the iffy. I know a lot of people are pissed about it, especially since they had said that this thing was going to originally be up to 14 volts. When they released it, it came out at 7.6 volts. It's 0.6 volts higher than what the IPv3 is. That's why I did it. I can build a little bit higher, whatever. I am going to put a higher build in there. That way I can try to get some higher wattages out of it. I'll use my own calculator and figure this out to where I can hit 100, 120 watts, see what it's like, see if it's performing like it feels like it. Because on a mech mod at a 0.2 with a freshly charged battery, I always do everything to be safe, fresh off the battery. So I have a multimeter that's, a nice one. I hit my ends to the battery, I check it. It reads like 4.23 volts when I do my calculations. And that's where both these batteries were when I put them in this thing. Granted, it's a regulated mod, so it doesn't matter. But when I do put it in my mech mod, if I run the calculations on it, I get just over 80 watts, somewhere in the 80 watt range, 88 watts, maybe it's like 88 watts, somewhere around there. So if I put this like I have on here now, at a 0.2 ohm build, I can't hit 88 watts on this. It's not going to happen. I hit my 20 amp limit first. I know there's some controversy with that. I know Twisted, under some comments and stuff, said somebody told him, hey, build a 0.38 or 0.37, something, you'll hit the 150. He said, oh, okay. He commented back saying that he had tried that. It still wasn't, it didn't feel like 150 watts. I don't know if somebody has an IPv3 that's around here that is willing to let me just even meet me at a shop somewhere and let me screw on my Addy and let me try it. I would love to, because I don't have another $140 lying around that I can order an IPv3. Hell, I may end up saving up some more money and buying one of those just to compare, and see, and then have two of them. I don't know. But, hell, let's get into this. Nice magnetic backdoor. Okay, so really nice magnetic backdoor, because I can't get the thing off. There we go. You have to pull that thing off from, there's a little indentation on here. You can kind of see right there, that is on there, that is real nice. You got some battery venting holes right here, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. If you're looking at it, directly at it, if you look in there, you can see all the way through. So, it's good venting. Some on the side here too, up on top, bottom, both sides. So, okay, so you have venting here, on the side, on the bottom, and then on the top. Seems pretty sufficient. The inside is fairly nice and clean. Like I said, I've got my vamped batteries in there. Fully magnetic door, as most of people know already. And these magnets are great, man. They hold good. They're strong. So it takes a lot of force to get it off there. Not too much that it's going to be a major pain in the ass, but I guess it could. If you turn the battery door upside down, try to put it on, it will not go. The batteries reverse and push away from each other. Cloupor, thumb up, good job. That was a smart move. I just wish you would have done something a little bit different with the chip, or maybe the firmware or something. Hell, I don't know. Maybe looking at some of this wire, it looks like thick enough wire. It should be able to handle it. Battery connections look like they should. I don't know. They do what they do, and maybe they just didn't want to have any more issues like the T5. Okay, so I will be putting this thing through hell. I'll be testing the shit out of it. Different boards across the spectrum. Now, Remember, a 0.38 ohm build, I mean, get to a point, exactly a 0.38 or a 0.37, you know, and whatever, and going from there to try to get what you have to be able to reach that 150 watts and be in that 20 amp range, and you know, with the voltage and all that other crap, it's going to be a little difficult. Because I think I did the calculations on it. If I go above, like if I hit 0.4, this thing's not going to, the voltage isn't going to push it up high enough to hit 150 watts. So if that's one of your big things, you know, I don't recommend it already for that. But it's clean, it's nice. I went with the silver, as you saw. Nice logo, I mean, and I do have big hands. Well, here we go. Here's the Hanamod's DNA 30, right? So we put it up next to each other. Let's see if I can get it in the picture for you guys. Just a little bit bigger by about an inch. Thickness wise, holy crap, it's the same thickness, guys. I mean, so it's comfortable in the hand with no batteries in it. Forewarning, when I got this thing in the mail, I pulled it out and I opened up the box. You know, like I said, I only had it like 15 minutes, enough to put batteries in it, screw my Addy on, and test fire it. But I got everything done and pulled it out, and I was like, what the hell is this? It was really, really light. And when I tapped on it, well, let's see. Sounds like plastic. Take that battery door off, and as you heard with those magnets, no, it's metal. And I think it's just the echo from the chip and stuff inside. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. It is a Wednesday right now, the 19th of November. So if you have any questions in regards to this thing and you haven't found an answer, or you're curious, you know, you like to vape it, you know, a certain range on your resistance, or you know, you want to see what it compares to on a mech mod, but you know, a mech mod will hit 80 watts with a 0.2 build, and you know, with batteries and all that other crap, and you're curious to see what a 1 ohm coil will do, or you know, something, please put that down in the description or in the comments. I will read the comments as time goes, and through the testing and everything I do, I've got a few Addies that I can put different builds on, and in the full-on review after I test this thing really well and go through it, I will check it. And again, if a local shop has, I know there were some problems, somebody screwed on a voltage tester in line and said something about like a point, or a, not point, a 2-volt drop. If that's true, that sucks. It really does. I'm going to do what I can. I don't even have one of those cheap little Tobacco inline meters to be able to test it. Maybe one of my local shops does or something, and they use one when they're doing something, that they'll let me take this thing down there and throw it on there, so I can even just take a snapshot of what it is and what it should be and what the drop is on it, because I know the voltage drop is going to have a significant difference on what you're actually getting to your Addy, you know, obviously. So if I can, I'll do it. If not, I'm sorry. If somebody that, you know, hangs out at one of my local shops or something has an IPv3 and wants to let me screw on my Addy and try it out to compare, that one's hitting 150 and mine's hitting 150, if I can get it there to kind of compare the difference, I'll do that and let you guys know. If not, again, I'm sorry. I don't have another $140 to spend, so well, at least not on another box mod. I think I'll be sleeping outside if that happened. So let's take a vape, see how she does. She's at 75 watts, which puts me at like 19.3 amps with the 0.2 build. The ohm reader on here says 0.20. Now when I built this Addy and I built the coils and wicked it all up and I double tested it, it was reading at 0.2 ohms. So if nothing else, I have a $100 ohm reader for my Addies. I hope that's not the case. I mean, it vapes. I had bumped it up to 150 to see what it was going to do, and it really doesn't do anything different. I actually bumped it down to 75, and it actually hit harder. It said, it's like that chip said, yeah, we're in that 20 amp limit, we're good, and fire. So let's see how she does at 75 watts. That way it puts me just under that 20 amp, and we'll see. So, pretty good. Again, that's a little less than a fresh charge on a mech mod. Comes in at 3 point something volts. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3.9 volts. I think if you do the calculation, it's 3.87 or something like that. So, pretty close. I'll give it that. Pretty close. Now, just sitting here reviewing it, I haven't reset anything. The puff counter's at 26 puffs. I've run it all well above 50 watts. 96% battery life. Now those 2000 milliamp hour batteries from Vamped, not 2000 milliamp hours. So just going off that, I'd say the battery's not doing too bad. That's all I can think of. Again, if you have anything you want to see on this, you want to know what it's like, you want, anything like that, I'll probably take this down to my local shop, let some of the guys try it out down there at 50 watts, because I know that Pendragon, they've got, like 3 of the guys when I was in there the other night, oh man, they're IPv3s, they loved them. So maybe I'll take this down there, set it at 50 watts, and see what the difference is, there. I can't do video of it because I'm having some problems being able to do editing and all that other crap, but maybe if I find something that I can, I will, and let them try it out, see what it's like, and all that. So until for another week, I put this thing through hell and test the shit out of it and figure it out. Oh, one other thing, the 39 degrees Celsius for the computer temperature, it tells you in the booklet at 56 degrees centigrade or 52 degrees centigrade, something like that. This thing will 53 degrees centigrade. It will shut itself down. It will not fire because it's getting too hot. I haven't gotten it above 40. And that was even trying to push 150 watts and it wasn't, but we'll see how it goes when I get a better build in there for this thing. So thanks again. Comment if you have any comments, and I'll see you in about a week, guys, for this review.